watching KWQC TV, the news leader, making a difference in the Quad Cities. Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, has the latest wintry weather taken a toll on your vehicle? Hughes Tire can help. Find out what sets this family-owned and operated business apart for the last half-century.
Plus, if you've ever dreamed of seeing Alaska's glaciers up close, we have details on an incredible Alaskan adventure you can join in on 2026. More on this holiday vacations trip alongside TV6's Thersa Bryant.
And later, our wins of the weekend, which was for the kids and the kids at heart. If you watched the show Friday, you know where this one's going.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live on this Monday, December 8th. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Kyle Keel.
I'm Morgan Otier. I will say I'm excited to see your video later because it's much better than mine.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I need some pointers, apparently.
Yeah.
As we head into the heart of the holiday season, evergreens are everywhere, on wreaths and centerpieces and standing tall, of course, as Christmas trees.
Yes, but there is a whole world of evergreen species beyond the classic pine, and today we're learning how to tell them apart and how to keep them looking fresh all season long. Joining us now is Emily Swihart, horticulturist with the University of Illinois Extension. Emily, welcome back to the show.
Back.
Hi guys, happy holiday season.
Yes, happy holiday season.
We are here. We're kind of deep in December.
Quick.
It is.
Yeah, wow.
And this is actually upsetting for me a little bit because I haven't gotten my Christmas tree up yet.
I thought you were going to do that last week. You didn't do it.
I know. I think I might do it tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not real. It's not real,
yes.
Obviously. If
but
I
it probably looks
sitting in my
real,
living
right?
room. But yeah. So it looks sort of real.
Yeah.
But like, yes, when you have all of these in front of you, there's so much of a difference.
There is, yeah. And this is, I told you guys, this is a little bit of a peeve of mine just because of my profession.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody calls them all pines, but they're not all pines, and it doesn't matter if you're harvesting one for use in decor.
Yeah.
But it's fun to kind of be able to know the difference, and there's a lot of variety in texture, color, and they can really add to your decorations or to your landscape.
Okay.
So I just thought we would do kind of a fun little quick ID. This is not all of them, but just a little bit of a identification quiz.
Okay. Yeah.
So over here, and these, and I'm going to give you one here, Morgan. So this is actually the pine. We'll start with the pines.
Okay.
Oh.
And this is a white
pine.
This is a white pine.
Okay.
And you can tell that because when you're identifying pines, you'll see that the needles, which are leaves, but the needles are in these little clusters. All pines will have them in these little clusters, all right? And so to identify white pines, which is native to Illinois and Iowa, they're in groups of 5. Okay. It's the only one that has 5
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Others will have 2s or 3s, but they're all, if it's a pine, it's going to have them all like kind of clustered together.
Okay.
They're short needled, long needled, but you'll see them in the little clusters.
And that makes it a pine.
So then you can call it a pine, and I won't have an issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't make Emily mad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Family members do this to me, I think, just to bother me.
Yes.
Okay, so then we're going to go to like the shorter needled species, the more common here. So this is a fir, and I'm going to go ahead and just have you like feel that.
Yeah.
And Kyle, I'll give you this one here.
Okay.
So this is also shorter needled.
Yes.
And that is a spruce. And so if you kind of like touch it, the spruce, which starts with S, is sharp. The ends of the needles are sharp, so it'll stab you.
Yes.
Whereas the fir has more of those rounded
ends. This has happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
and so
like
that's really easy way to kind of tell the difference between, especially a spruce. Now there's like yews that are also kind of softer, but with the fir too, it kind of smells citrusy. It's kind of a nice citrus fragrance if you break the leaves. Kind of a fun way to bring a fragrance into your decor.
Sure. Yeah. Get that fresh smell.
Yeah, and then I've got these over here. So this would be like an arborvitae or a cedar or a juniper. Have these like scale-like leaves to them. They're they're like scales.
Yeah.
Like all kind of layered up in there, and they look a little bit different. There's a juniper in here.
Oh yeah.
And this wreath with some berries on it. But you can just see how it, you can see how it just kind of adds like different textures and colors to your decor. So kind of fun to identify. Just
I love this because I would be one of those people that would go to the Christmas tree farm or something, and I wouldn't know unless there was not like a big sign that said Fraser fir over here, spruce is over here. I'm just like, oh, that one's pretty. So it is kind of interesting to see everything up close.
Yeah, and in terms of choosing for your decor, there's pros and cons. Like the white pine has this really soft, like airy kind of look to it, but they're weaker limbed, and so you can't hang heavy ornaments on it.
Oh, sure.
Spruce is really sturdy, so if you have heavy ornaments, but it's going to, kind of have sharper needles, so it might not be great for kids. Like, there's trade-offs. So it's kind of a personal preference. But.
And people can consider, I mean, beyond holiday decorating, consider a lot of these for their landscape as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are hundreds of different forms, different sizes, different colors. And in this time of year especially, it's about the only color we have in our landscape.
Yeah.
So kind of like go outside and pay attention where you might have a need for some evergreens in your landscape. And what I like to do is I'll take my phone and I will take a picture. And sometimes I'll even like point into in the camera lens and show like where I want to add evergreens in the coming growing season. And so then next year I can be ready to go. And knowing what I want, the sizes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Great advice. And then, they'll be there during the winter months when it feels like you have absolutely nothing else going on and no color in your yard whatsoever. And one quick thing as we wrap up with you, I just wanted to remind people, because you gave us this tip, just keeping everything that you have indoors watered, away from excess heat, things like that.
Yep, it's especially going to be, these are cut plants. They're like cut flowers, right? So they're going to dry out over time. If you can keep them watered, they will last longer if they're outside. But if you bring them inside, keep them away from heat, keep them away from direct sunlight. Try to hydrate them as much as you can by cutting the ends and adding water. It's challenging, especially when they're in like wreath form.
Right.
Just do the best you can, and then just know that eventually you have to compost them.
Yes.
And like Morgan, my tree is not real, and my garland that I have with on my mantle and my going up my stairwell, that's not real either. But we have lights around it, so is it safe to put the Christmas lights around the real evergreens?
You can, and most lights, like LED lights now, don't give off a lot of heat anymore. And so, if you're phasing out some of your older lights, check and see if they are giving off a lot of heat.
Good idea.
If they are, then I would probably
shy away from that.
Purchase some new ones.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're watching right now, you want to learn a little bit more about incorporating evergreens in your holiday decor, whether it's inside or outside, you can visit the website there at the bottom of your screen, extension.illinois.edu/HMRS. Always a lot of fun, Emily. Thank you so much for bringing all of this for us today.
Thank you,
My
Emily.
pleasure. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. We'll still head on Quad Cities Live. We take you on location to Hughes Tire, a family-owned and operated business serving the Quad Cities for more than 51 years. Find out what sets their services apart next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
For more than 5 decades, Hughes Tire has been serving the Quad Cities with the needs of their tires, batteries, brakes, and more. And it's currently in its 2nd generation of this family-owned business. And joining me today is the co-owner of Hughes Tire, Chuck Hughes. Chuck, thanks for having us down today.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, of course. So as we mentioned, 5 decades. We're talking 51 going on 52 years. So tell us how it all started back in 1974. Your parents started it.
Yes, actually my father was with corporate Firestone and BF Goodrich, and he decided he wanted to go out on his own. So he packed us up, moved us to Rock Island, and he opened our first store down on 20th Street and 4th Avenue.
All right, and today you have 2 locations. You've got one in East Moline, which we're here now. You manage this one, and then your brother manages the location in Milan.
Milan, yep. We moved to Milan out in 1989 from Rock Island, and then opened this store in 2001.
It's already been a very active start to the winter season, so I'm sure people haven't had time to really prep their vehicle because we just went straight into the snow and the real cold. But you have some good tips to share with our viewers about winterizing your car and things to look out for.
Sure. First thing that we always like to look at are your tires. That's the only thing. That's the only part of your car that actually makes contact with the road. Yeah. So obviously, air pressure is a concern when it gets cold out. The other things that we like to look at are, how's the tread? Do we have enough tread depth? And then the general condition and age of the tire, because that does make a difference. Because while people want to get up and going, stopping is the biggest issue. And if your tires are old and worn, or you have trouble stopping. So the other things we see a lot, we'll check batteries. Pretty religiously now. Fluid conditions, how's your coolant, and level, because you need that for heat.
Sure, yeah.
The other part, one of the things that we see a lot is, in fact, I had this yesterday with my wife's car, when we get 11.9 inches of snow, her wheels were packed with snow.
Oh, sure.
And she left to go to the grocery store yesterday and called me and told me that she had a little bit of a vibration. And I told her, I said, well, you know, eventually that's going to go away because that snow will come out. If it does not, save yourself some money. Go to the car wash.
Sure.
You know, $5 in the car wash, some hot water, and that generally cleans it out instead of coming to me and me having to put it on a rack and, you know, charging you for that.
Sure. Obviously, you deal a lot with our tires on our vehicles, but you kind of mentioned the battery as well, and you've got a pretty good warranty.
Yeah. We well, with batteries, of course, we've had a relationship with Interstate Battery for about 20 years now.
Okay.
And of course, they have excellent warranties with their batteries. The other thing that we offer on everything except for tires, we offer a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. That is a nationwide warranty. Sometimes we don't deploy it as much because we're limited on that one, but we have an in-house one that we will take care of our customers. We just want to take care of the customer first.
So over the 50 years, you've had some iterations of the name of the business, Hughes Tire and Brake, Hughes Tire and Battery, but it's really more than just tires. You offer, what, more than 20 different services?
Yes, yeah. We specialize, our bread and butter has been with brakes and suspension. We also do engine diagnostics, testing, electrical, which is huge anymore because everything's electrical on your vehicles. So yeah, we're constantly training. We're constantly in our computers looking things up.
You know, you spoke earlier about your partnership with Interstate Battery. You partner with some pretty big names.
Yeah. Bridgestone, Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin, Uniroyal, BF Goodrich, Hankook, Cooper. You know, we have anymore. You have to be a multi-brand dealer. There's so many different options, and we like to try to customize things for our customers. Everybody has a different need. Everybody has a different vehicle. So
always learning. And as a family-owned business, you've had your fair share of customers who have been coming to you for decades. You've got some pretty good customer reviews.
Yeah, we do. We pride ourselves on that. I mean, it's a people business. People buy from people, and the biggest thing that I have here, and my brother has down in Milan. I mean, for me, my two advisors, Dallas and Jody, up front. And then my two people, Brandon and Devin, in the back. I mean, it's just they strive to give our customers the best service they possibly can.
All right, Chuck, this last question, I think I might kind of know the answer to. You mentioned that you really pride yourself on customer service, but what do you think overall really sets Hughes Tire apart from some of the other guys?
I think it is our customer service. We feel if you come into our store and then a month later that you've got to tow your vehicle back in here after we've looked at it, whether we did anything to it or not prior to, that it's a failure on our part because we didn't see something. So we're very thorough about what we do when we're looking at your vehicles, and very thorough about explaining to our clients what it is they see, and very transparent. We offer videos, we offer pictures, we email, text estimates, and it's a process sometimes, but it's worth it for our clients.
All right, Chuck, with Hughes Tires, co-owner, family-owned business for more than 50 years. Thanks for having us down today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Hughes Tire has 2 locations, one in East Moline and another in Milan. If you would like to schedule an appointment with them, you can give them a call at the numbers on your screen. And to learn more about their services or book an appointment online, visit HughesTire.com.
Coming up on QCL, from wildlife to waterfalls and one of the most beautiful cruises in the world, we'll tell you about the breathtaking holiday vacations trip to Alaska alongside Thersa Bryant. Next.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Today we are setting our sights on a bucket list travel adventure. It's the Holiday Vacations Tour of Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise happening in July of 2026.
This unforgettable 13-day journey features breathtaking national parks and wildlife encounters alongside KWQC's own Thersa Bryant.
Yes.
And Thersa is joining us in the studio this afternoon to talk more about the trip. Yay, Thersa, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking with us. Okay, so Thersa, we've been reminiscing since you've been during the commercial break. So you have been to Alaska previously.
Yes.
so good, obviously.
gotta do it
Why would you
again.
not go?
Yes.
Why would you not go back?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those places where you go once and you say, I need to go back.
Yeah.
Because I want to see
Oh my
anything that I
gosh.
might have missed. And it was a spectacular trip, and especially going with holiday vacations. There's
Yeah.
such great folks there who know their stuff. They've been in this business for over 50 years.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing, and they have planned an absolutely spectacular bucket list trip for folks.
And that's what we hear from everyone at the station who goes on these trips, you too, Morgan, that they just really hook you up with such a great experience, hook the viewers up with such a great experience as well. And yeah, Alaska, I mean, my grandparents have cruised all over the world. Their Alaska cruise was their favorite one just because of how beautiful it was.
It's stunning.
Yeah, so to talk more about this trip, we want to bring in holiday vacations, and we have Ginger Giese, who is joining us today. Hi, Ginger, how are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for the invite.
Yes, of course. It's great to have you on. So, you know, as Thersa was mentioning, Holiday Vacations has been going on for decades. You partnered with KWQC for just about 20 years. So give us a little bit of backstory behind Holiday Vacations.
Well, Holiday Vacations is a tour company that offers, all we do is guided group tours. And Alaska is an important part of our business. And so we've been taking folks to Alaska for more than 50 years. Wow. And one of the nice things about traveling with Holiday Vacation is that we really take care of everything. You'll get yourself to your pickup point, and we'll take everyone to Chicago and travel as a group, and all of the details have been taken care of for you. You have a representative, a tour director from Holiday Vacations that travels with you the entire time. They're knowledgeable about the destinations. Every place that you're visiting, they have expertise, and so you can travel worry-free for this beautiful adventure to Alaska.
Yeah, it's great, Thersa.
What Ginger says is absolutely true. The tour directors are so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
They know so much, and they have great stories to share and great places to go. Last time I went to Alaska, the tour director there took me to his favorite Mexican restaurant in Fairbanks. And so, you know, you never know what you're going to find. Always great things to see and do, and wonderful people to meet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at all of these like videos that are playing on the screen right now.
Yeah, you're going to different places like Skagway and Ketchikan, and also, let's see,
that train.
you know, yeah, the train. You get to go to Tok, Alaska, which is a very small town well north. You get to go to Denali National Park,
I've heard
and you get to see so many beautiful pieces of flora and fauna. It's just amazing.
Yeah, Ginger, and as Thersa is talking about some of her favorite spots, can you go over just like a couple of the highlights? I know there's too many to count, right?
Yeah.
It's 13 days, but just a few of them as we see these photos.
I think a few things to take note of. We have included a 4-day and night cruise on board Holland America Line's MS Koningsdam, a beautiful ship with fantastic amenities, and all of our guests have a veranda stateroom, so that's a highlight for sure.
Yeah.
Having a guided tour in Denali National Park is always a highlight. And then traveling along the Alaska Highway, or as it was originally built, it was known as the Alcan Highway, and it connected Alaska to the lower 48 states. And not very many tour companies take people along the Alaska Highway anymore, but this is an area of just astounding beauty and lots of history. And so that's something that sets our company apart from many other tour companies, and those are certainly some of the highlights of this vacation.
Yes, I especially loved going into the Yukon territories and going to Whitehorse and seeing such beautiful, spectacular scenery too.
Yeah, so
stunning.
Thersa, I mean, obviously, it sounds like you're pumped up about this.
I am pumped up about this.
Is there anything
really
specifically that you are most looking forward to on this trip?
I really loved Tok.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very small town, little airstrip, you know, and it's way north, and you get to see the sun at midnight still, you know, and it's
what a
just
unique
so
experience
beautiful.
there.
So I loved that. I loved being on the Koningsdam. It's such a gorgeous ship.
Yeah, it is.
As Ginger mentioned, and beautiful amenities everywhere. You're talking 4, 5, 6-star amenities no matter where you go with holidays. So they really know what they're doing, and you get to pan for gold. I get to do that again. I'm hoping to get some earrings to match my necklace.
There you go.
There you go. I love that. Okay, well, Ginger, thank you. We want to put up on the screen now just ways that people can get in contact with you all. So the Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise is July 14th through the 26th. To learn more or to reserve your spot, you can call that number on your screen, 888-557-1020, or visit holidayvacations.com and type in the keyword quad. Very easy for us all to remember here in the QC. Once again, Ginger, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thanks again, Ginger.
Thanks for the invite.
Of course, thank you. And Thersa, I know it's a ways off, but it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yes.
Have a great trip. And thanks for...
I'm going with my sister Alita again,
yes,
so this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yes,
Wonderful.
I'm only this much jealous.
Yeah.
a lot more than that.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Steve. Well, next on Quad Cities Live, Morgan and I share our wins of the weekend, which was full of singing and probably sparking a little bit of nostalgia. We'll talk about it next.
All right, it's time now for our wins of the weekend.
I didn't know if I was supposed to take that. I
didn't know if I should start talking. The little music was playing. It is Monday. Can you tell?
It is, yes. It's
Can
Monday.
you tell it's Monday?
Yeah.
So our wins of the weekend actually very similar.
They are, yes.
Very alike. So we'll start with you.
Yeah.
I love the videos that you've already shared.
Yeah, so Disney on Ice obviously was this weekend. There's Carson and Chandler. And then, of course, Sabrina. She was dressed in her Minnie Mouse there.
Aww.
But yeah, we didn't tell the kids, the two older ones, we didn't tell them we were going to it until the very end. I tried to clue them in with a head cup of Woody and Ariel. Those are their two kind of favorite characters. So Chandler there was dressed as a mermaid. She liked the Little Mermaid, of course, and of course, Frozen with Elsa. We sang Let It Go as well.
Yeah.
And then Carson was a big fan of the Toy Story, so we had a blast.
I love it. Yeah, your kids are so cute.
Oh, thank you.
I just love.
And your Darby is so cute as well.
Seeing smiles on their
She loved it too,
well,
didn't she?
it's a tradition for us to go every year. We started with Christmas in the Village of East Davenport's on Friday night, so it's been a full weekend. But then Saturday morning, we did Disney on Ice, and she dressed up as that was her Halloween costume as well. Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and we just have a blast every year.
It's so much fun.
It was a lot of fun, and that does it for us today for QCL. Thank you so much for watching.
Jeopardy is up next, followed by your news at 4. We'll see you tomorrow.